Hello guys, thanks again for joining me. As you see, we've got the OneTigris Rock Fortress hot tent here. I'm going to be taking it down and seeing if I can get it back in the bag. Nice and neat, kind of like the way it came. You know, it's dried out now. I've had it up a few hours in the sun. It dries really quick, by the way, which is super handy. Say you're kayaking, doing a kayaking trip, you know the forecast has got to be sunny. Just spend a couple of extra hours and get that tent dry. It'll make a difference to you so much. So the one major thing first to do is close the vents, close the doors before you take it down. But obviously we've got the pole to come out, so we'll keep one door open. We'll make sure the vents are all closed. I'll do that now. So when I'm putting tents up, first thing I normally do is get the base, a couple corners pegged, put the poles in, and then you can adjust. You can get it tightened up and get it required. And then the guy ropes, you know, that's the way I personally do it. So to bring it down, I do it the opposite. Guy ropes first, and then a couple of the pegs out that would tighten it. So we're taking a lot of the tension out initially, maybe leaving 3 pegs in or 4 pegs in. And then we'll take the poles out. This is the same for all tents, so I'm not just talking about this tent. Then I take, you know, whether it's a tunnel tent, a dome tent, then I take the poles out. Hot tent, I'll take the centre pole out and then fold that up, get it put away, and I'll be left with a couple pegs in the tent. So that's a really good way. It's windy today. If I didn't have it in, it'd probably blow away as soon as I take the poles down. So always leave a couple pegs in just to give yourself an anchor. So I'm just doing the guy ropes just now. Lesson I've learned, tidy up as you go along. It makes the next trip that much easier. If the pegs are in the right place, it'll be a lot easier. So the next thing to do is we're going to take a few of the pegs out. I'll probably leave 3 pegs in. And to do it, get these rock pegs out. I'm just holding the strap. The rock pegs are in there quite well. So I'm going to hold the strap, it's a nice strong webbing strap, I'm going to pull it up, hopefully it comes out, just like so. Most of them out. I'm just going to untoggle the doors so they can be zipped shut. Missed that one. Make sure your vent's shut. Stove pipe shut. Okay, so we've got 4 pegs in at the moment. 3 pegs in. That's going to go down. So at this point I'm just going to zip this door shut. And I'm going to take the pole out from underneath. Just like so. So when I've set that tent up, I put the bag at the top for the pole. One, that means you know where the bag is. It's going to be, you're not going to lose it. But the bag actually comes with a couple like chain kind of links, loops and the straps, so you can hook stuff. So I've actually hooked the bag of the tent to the top of that, which is super handy. Like, it's actually pretty good design. Even though I made a couple mods last time, but the bag's a much better idea. So at the moment that tent's not going anywhere. It's still pegged down 3 different parts. So I'm safe to work on the poles and the tent pegs, get them nice away safe. Because you don't want to lose anything. If you lose anything, you know, I very much doubt you'll get parts for this tent. Let's just make sure that's on the lowest setting as we put it away. Because I'm really going to try and get this back in the bag. It's not something I always achieve, getting the tent back in the bag. Sometimes I find the best bet, just get a bigger bag, a stuff sack, chuck it in, you know. Often the stuff sacks you get are waterproof, they're fantastic things. So we're done with the pegs it came with. The ground sheet that it didn't come with but I bought, which I recommend. Okay. Oops. I'm going to leave this one in so you can see what we're working with. Holy smokes, that was in there. So I've got one peg left in there. The doors are all shut, the vents are all shut, and now it's just time to roll it up, get it in the bag, and then take that, well, take the last peg out once it's rolled up. Just going to try a wee trick. Sorry about my coughing, I've not got COVID, I'm just a wee bit phlegmy. I've been suffering a bit from asthma recently. Pegs are well in. There we go. Last peg is out. So now, because it's all rolled up, it should blow away. I should be able to leave it there, unless it's crazy winds. But the process that I've done it means I can deal with this straight away, try and get it in this bag. Now if you look at it, it's quite big compared to the bag. So just try and squeeze all that air out. Take this out. Get it stuffed into a corner first, normally. I do the same with all my tents. I never fold them all properly up. I find that doesn't work for me. I can never get them in that way. But this way, by stuffing the corner first and then working your way over to the other, you'll get it in normally. Bring the top bit over. Make sure the straps are out. All the cable, all the guy lines, make sure they're in. And this didn't come with the tent, so this is extra in this bag. We're going to try and get that in as well. and I'm also going to try and get the tent pegs in. So if I can keep it all together, then that's brilliant. Pegs are heavy though, so if you're going for a lightweight setup, find other pegs because they're heavy. Right, now I roll it onto its side and just pull the things together. Start this corner, bring it closer. Voila! One hammock hot tent packed, extra ground sheet in, extra tent pegs around there, as you see. Perfect. Wasn't too difficult. Now, that method I showed you there, by doing the guy lines first and then making sure everything's closed. If you're in a tunnel tent or a dome tent, go ahead, zip your door shut, you don't need back in there. If you're in a hot tent, you need to get that pole down, leave one door open, make sure your vents are shut. Then go round and leave maybe 3 pegs in. 1, 2 and 3, so you go 3 different corners, ideally into the wind. So if the wind's blowing, it's not going to lift your tent right up. You know, your tent can fold into the wind, which is good. It's not going to lift up like a big parachute, that's the worst when that happens. So then you've got them in, then go ahead and let your poles out. Poles come out, your tent goes down, into the wind, it's nice and secure, you've got 3 pegs in. Then put your poles away, take a couple of pegs out, so you've got 1 peg in, still holding your sheet in, put your fence away, and then take that, roll it out, roll it up, take the last peg out, put it in the bag. It's that simple. And it's the same for going out, you know, putting the tent up. The general rule of thumb, that's the way I get them up, I get them down. It works every time. Whether it's a 10-man tent, a 2-man tent, a 1-man tent, a 6-man hot tent, a hammock hot tent, even though you've no poles, but the theory is still the same. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. It actually went quite well. I didn't think I would get it in so easy, but that tent fits in there perfect. You've got a wee bit extra room for a wee bit extra gear, whether you use the different pegs, maybe you put the camping chair in there as well. If you didn't have the ground sheet and the pegs, you could probably put your camping chair in there. It's a good setup, it's a good bag. It's not too heavy. A couple kilos, especially with the pegs in. You can carry that no problem. Put it in your canoe, no problem whatsoever. So if you enjoyed that video, hit the like button, leave a comment and tell us what you think, and make sure you smash that subscribe button, and then that way you'll not miss another one. Thanks guys, see you on the next one.